yeah, keen to hear if anybody's doing something interesting at the moment. I'll maybe start. So Richard on doing a softer implementation for a client, and I am abusing GPT to do CSS overrides, which is working out really like it's taken my softer skills to the next level in terms of it's not great because before I could tell the client no, it can't do it, and then we'll move on. Now I'm like, oh, let me see, which I'm spending a lot of time tinkering with CSS and things. Yeah.
Nice. Is it like CSS animations or?
No, it's really hiding blocks or changing fonts. So Softer is notorious for not having very granular control on different blocks and different things. And I would even go as far to say that it's not very logical. So some things you can set the padding, and then what you would think you would be able to set the padding on the other thing, and then you can't, and or the margins or the whatever. So now with custom CSS code, you can actually override or even inject CSS settings, and even scripts, even JavaScript stuff to go fetch another item or something. So it's kind of this middle between custom coded, completely no code, which Software is, where you're now manipulating. Um,
Yeah, make
I, re-
documentation.
I really
Yeah.
can't afford another distraction, so I'm going to close my ears while you tell us
Yeah.
tell us again what you're doing, because it sounds fascinating.
I can show you. It's a one-click thing. If
Yeah, so I mean, Jeanette can speak for herself, but at the moment we've just been doing a lot of work on Salesforce and like internally within the Salesforce environment. So there are lots of objects that need to speak to each other, and Salesforce has something that they call flows, and so just using that to get that right. But I think, yeah, there's a bit of a learning curve around it, knowing what it wants you to put in order to get the answers that you want. But yeah, that's pretty much been what's consumed my week.
Opportunity to go B Corp, and we're looking at like all of the documents and things that we need to pull together to kind of demonstrate that we are of that kind of standard. So that is making us have conversations about how, like, what systems we use, the interdependencies, looking at risk logs and things like that.
B Corp has become almost the new ISO, right? It's like it's like this standard. Yeah, very interesting.
it's a certification or what? What is it?
Yeah, it's a qualifier. So certain companies will only work with you if you are B Corp certified.
But it also means that you have to do business in a certain way.
Like it speaks to sustainability and people-centric and not profit-driven, and there's a couple of global non-profit network transforming the global economy to benefit all people, communities, and the planet. Remember that? Except nappies. Anything else?